Hey guys, MTB the HKK coming to you live for another rendition of TPGW announcements. Now, following the events of Live and Showdown, we've got some huge matchups. The first one is pretty much obvious, and that is, of course, Tommy Ventura will take on the Triple Crown champion, the King of the Ring, Kevin Cash, one-on-one. Now, Holly Harris will be at ringside, and the reason for this is because, mostly because she didn't interfere in the Jason Collins match that Tommy Ventura had on Showdown. So, with that being said, Holly Harris is being allowed at ringside. Mostly to very, very skeptically allowed at ringside, but allowed at ringside nonetheless. Now, moving on, we have to talk about the World Championship picture. Following the events of TPGW Live and how Live went out, we believe it's appropriate that before, obviously, the Women's Championship is main eventing. However, the world title will be featured on Hawaiian Beach Bash. And the main event, I'm sorry, not the main event, the match that will be featured for that world title match is Daniel Stone will defend in a fatal four-way match against George Alpine, Rex Titus, and Tony Gordon. And that match will take place. However, we also have to talk about the Cruiserweight Championship. Now, at Olympus, before Jason Collins faced Kevin Cash, he did call out the Cruiserweight champion Patrick Wolf, and as we saw in Showdown, Patrick Wolf retaliated. That being said, because of this, Jason Collins has been granted a Cruiserweight Championship match for the title at Hawaiian Beach Bash. These are all matches that are officially taking place, and it's going to be interesting to see. But now, moving on away from Hawaiian Beach Bash, there's plenty of other matches to happen. Obviously, the official Euro-American Championship Fatal 4-Way. Also, Crystal Marsh will face Kitty White after the events of Showdown. Hawaiian Beach Bash. That'll be the opening bout. It will be opened by a women's bout and it'll be closed by a women's bout. And with the attack from Winter Rain and Caitlin Cunningham will go at it one more time, but this time at Hawaiian Beach Bash, and also this time inside of a steel cage. And also, after the controversial Stand Back and Talk with Matt Farrow, he will be facing Soul Reaper in his rematch for the Hardcore Championship, this time in a tables, ladders, and chairs match. Now, guys, we got to move away from Hawaiian Beach Bash and get to talking about what's going to be happening after Hawaiian Beach Bash. First off, I have to talk about Live and Diamonds as well. As I mentioned on the previous announcements, we're going to be doing a women's-only show Fridays following Hawaiian Beach Bash called Diamonds. Now, on that show, as well as Showdown or Live or whatever show we decide to show it on, we're going to be showing the TPGW round-robin bracket of the Queens of Wrestling tournament that is being presented by DCA. Now, obviously, four of those women have been specifically picked by TPGW and DCA officials. Those four women are the current women's champion, Roxanne Quinn, the former TPGW Divas champion, Winter Rain, the two-time WFS Unchained champion, Caitlin Cunningham, and the Russian dominatrix, Jennifer Krull. Those are the four that have been picked so far. However, TPGW officials did manage to prevent the fifth from being chosen because we want to have a special Fatal 4-Way match on Diamonds, on the inaugural episode of Diamonds, to decide who the fifth person in that round-robin tournament will be. The competitors will be decided the day of Diamonds, so there's no official announcement. However, we can say that one of the people being involved in that contest will be the webmaster, Crystal Marsh. Now, Hawaiian Beach Bash is a week from today, so it's going to be absolutely insane what happens. Now, that being said, we have to talk about Live coming up, and obviously there's some huge news. Louis Marino will take on JT of the Sons of York. Louis Marino has officially left the faction known as the Sons of York, claiming that he's sick and tired of everything they do and how they keep losing, and how they're blaming him for losing when he's been the only one victorious, and I can't really blame him on that note. However, he says he wants to take out each single member of the Sons of York one-on-one for screwing with his matches, and that's exactly what he's going to do. On Live, he will take on JT, and at Hawaiian Beach Bash, he will battle his brother, the man who's decided to stick with the Sons of York's ideals, Nick Marino. Now, moving on to to other things on TPGW Live. As I was saying, the Queens of Wrestling Tournament will feature Roxanne Quinn, Caitlin Cunningham, Winter Rain, and Jennifer Cruel. And those 4 women will compete in a tag team match on live before Hawaiian Beach Bash to sort of hype up the Queens of Wrestling Round Robin TPGW bracket. So it will be Caitlin Cunningham teaming with Caitlin Cunningham teaming with Roxanne Quinn to take on Winter Rain and Jennifer Cruel on TPGW Live, as well as our main event we have to talk about for live. Daniel Stone will go one-on-one with the Doctor of Dubonomics, Doug King. Now, Doug King will have Rex Titus and George Alpine in his corner, and Greg Gallahan will be in the corner of Daniel Stone. Of course, Doug King versus Greg Gallahan and 2 will be happening on the pre-show for Hawaiian Beach Bash. And with that being said, we have to move on to whether or not Tony Gordon will be in the corner of Doug King or Daniel Stone. Obviously, with Tony Gordon winning that World Championship, it's going to be hard to see where Big Daddy DJ's alliances lie. But that's all you can expect this week on TPGW Live. And we will see you this Wednesday. Booyakah!